everyone, it's Sonia and welcome to the Motosize vlog. So I had a meeting today that was so inspiring. I really wanted to share it with you, and I think there's some takeaways that will be of real value and you might be able to implement into your life right now. But I had the really privileged opportunity to meet with a professor at Fordham University. Her name is Yulita Haber, and she teaches business classes on spin bikes. So brilliantly Motosize. and much of it is taken off of the research that they have out there that shows that there's an improved cognition and focus and energy and memory. And after having the chance to speak to her and some of the results she's been getting over the last 5 years, and seeing the class as well as talking to her students after, I can tell you that that was really backed up. Universally, they all said it was, they left with so much energy. In fact, one girl was really cute. She said, not only for the class, but also after the first class, I was so energized. I went home and I cleaned my entire apartment and sorted through it in detail for the next 48 hours. So it had a carryover and a motivational effect into other areas of her life. Another girl had some health issues, and she said on a scale of 9 to 10 of pain, this class has actually reduced her pain down to about 4 or 5, and they're only about a third of the way into the semester. So that's pretty impressive. Another girl said she takes night classes, which she doesn't really like, but it just happened to be what fit her schedule. All the other nights she's feeling really tired and unfocused, except for Tuesday nights, the nights that she has this class during the day. It carries over and gives her the energy and the focus to really stick with it at night. They all said it was easier to remember the material. It was easier to learn. They were incredibly engaged and focused. I noticed even the teacher, who was brilliant, even she, when she started to spin, you could almost see the focus coming into play. And I had an interesting experience because in the beginning I was observing, and then about, I don't know, a third of the way to the end of the class, 2/3 of the way through, I jumped on the bike. And suddenly I was engaged. I was caring about this material I didn't even know anything about. But I could almost pick up on the group energy and that group focus that I literally leaned in, and I was hearing everything, and I was catching all the different points that were being made in the class. So even as somebody who didn't have a vested interest, I suddenly became really interested. And another final note that I think everybody was really surprised at was the group unity that came from these classes. All of them said that they now work out more since this class started. They set fitness goals at the beginning of this business class, mind you, but they still set fitness goals. They've all exceeded them already, and they're motivated to work outside the class so that they'll be better inside the class and they'll get better results. So it's had a multitude of positive effects. But they also said that, one of the girls said that she started spin classes outside of this, but she really misses her people. And so she really looks forward to this class so she could be with everybody. So it's created a bond. I don't know, something about sweating together, learning together, keeps you together. But it really has made a difference. And since this one is geared around a lot of project work, they also found that the relationships were tighter, they worked better together, and they all said they came up with ideas so much easier. They were even surprised at what a flow and influx of ideas they got after and during this class. So, very exciting. And we do know that when you study the brain during and after exercise, it does increase cognition, it does improve learning and memory and energy and focus and that motivational center. So if you have teams at work that you want to unify, you want to problem solve, you want to get through something, you want to create more of a cohesion, you might want to take a really avant-garde approach. Get everybody on bikes, get everybody out for a walk, get everybody doing some kind of exercise together with your focus on the particular problem you want to solve. Or perhaps you can team up with a small group if you're wanting to keep each other accountable, or you want to be creative, you want to come up with different ideas around a particular facet of your life. Gather and do some form of exercise together. You'll really find that that can be an incredibly bonding and productive experience. I know early on in Motosize, I had done a class for bloggers, and it was so fun because by the end, they were all like good friends and trading information and ideas and what worked and what didn't. It was like a whole networking party. So the key is get out and move. And if you can, move with a group. That could be really helpful and inspiring in creating a focus and energy around whatever it is that you want to achieve. Of course, you can do it here with Motosize. We'd love to have you. But if it's not here, find a way to do it out in the world and see how you might be able to implement it in your outside groups, clubs, or even your job. All right, take care. I will see you next week. Get out moving, enhance your ideas and your cognition, and shine.